So finally, here it is. We get to see in-game footage of Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. This was just revealed by Ubisoft. It's an open-world Avatar game, of course supported by James Cameron himself. Ubisoft Massive revealed the footage, which is showcasing the Snowdrop engine. Of course, that's the same graphics engine that powers the Division franchise, but they're taking it to an entirely different level with Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. So let's talk about this game, what it's going to be about. Can you expect first-person or third-person perspective? And yes, it is open world, so let's dive into this. Hey everyone, what's happening? Open world games here, hope doing good. And yes, we're finally talking about Avatar. I am so hyped for this. I have been waiting and waiting for them to reveal something, anything about this game. So I'm going to go straight to the Ubisoft blog post here where they posted the first details about the game. So it goes on to say the following. The first look trailer for Avatar Frontiers of Pandora was released today during Ubisoft Forward, showcasing game footage powered by the latest iteration of the Snowdrop engine. So this is the brand new iteration of that engine, pushing it even further beyond what the Division was capable of. Now it says releasing in 2022, Avatar Frontiers of Pandora is a first-person action-adventure experience developed by Massive Entertainment, a Ubisoft studio in collaboration with Lightstorm Entertainment and Disney. So honestly, I was expecting this one to be third person. It's interesting they chose the first person perspective, and we got to see some shots in the trailer showcasing the first person perspective, but perhaps that could make it even more immersive. Let me know if you guys prefer third person or first person or would like an option for both. But I'm curious to see the reactions to this one because I think a lot of us assumed that it would be third person given that the Division is third person. But anyway, let's keep moving on. Now it says in this new standalone extension of the Avatar universe, you play as a Na'vi and embark on a journey across the western frontier, a never before seen part of Pandora. Explore a living and reactive world inhabited by unique creatures and new characters and push back the formidable RDA forces that threaten it. So yeah, we are going to be experiencing this with new characters. It sounds like they have not mentioned anything about movie characters or if you're playing as like Sam Worthington's character or something like that. So this is going to be like an all new, brand new standalone story set aside from the movies. If there's any type of crossover or cameos from the movies, that has yet to be revealed, but it sounds like they really want it to be like a standalone experience, much like the way Batman Arkham did their games in the Batman universe. And you know what? I really respect that. Now, it says the game will also be available exclusively on the new generation of consoles, PlayStation 5, Xbox Series XS, as well as Stadia, Amazon Luna, and Windows PC. So what you are seeing right here is only made possible because it is going next gen only. That is saying something that is huge. So we're seeing some true next gen experiences finally coming to fruition in 2022. It seems like that's going to be really the beginning where they aren't going to be sharing tech between the old gen technology and new gen. They're going all in on next gen, which gets me super hyped. That just means, you know what? Sony, Microsoft, get busy making us some consoles because not everyone can get their hands on one. Now, of course, it does mention here the trailer begins with a first-person look at seemingly familiar, lush, and beautiful jungle scenery before we encounter a Na'vi and their Banshee overlooking a magnificent vista with Pandora's signature floating mountains in the background. So that's going to be another theme to exploring this open world and getting around, is that there's going to be these big floating mountains and land masses that you actually have to get to with your Banshee. So that's really neat. It's going to be interesting if you can actually steal tech from RDA and take, machine guns and things like that. We did see that in the first Avatar movie, so I do expect that to be something you could do in this game. Now, they say this, we then see what are revealed as new forms of life and regions of Pandora, along with some known Avatar fauna, including hexapods and dire horses. Of course, it wouldn't be Pandora without an incredible display of bioluminescence as wood sprites float past dense radiant flora under the pale light of the gas giant Plophomus, I guess, I don't know. But yeah, you can see in the trailer, they did showcase also the nighttime scenery, how that's going to feel completely different to a lot of open world games, in that this one's going to be super vibrant and lively at nighttime, especially. My heart, I was just like, overwhelmed when I saw this trailer first. You know, it is amazing when they transition the entire open world shots to nighttime. As you can see right here, it is absolutely breathtaking. I cannot wait to actually explore this in game when it finally comes out in 2022. I hope they can nail down the 2022 release date. We'll see what happens here. Now, they do give some more details about the enemy faction. We did get to see a little bit of them. It says the trailer also gives a glimpse of Na'vi community upon an open plain before revealing a large Resource Development Administration (RDA) facility with an extensive selection of military equipment at its disposal, including an amplified mobility platform AMP suit, as well as Samson and Scorpion gunships. Now, it's going to be interesting since you're playing as a Na'vi. Can you get into the AMP suit, as we are seeing right here, this amplified mobility platform? Is that something we'll be able to hijack? Because as you guys know, the Na'vi are much, much taller than humans, so that would probably be problematic. So we'll see what happens. I'm curious to see how much they dive into the human storyline in this game as well, but it seems like they're really hyper-focused on the Na'vi experience first and foremost. Now, let's keep going. So there's some really interesting stuff mentioned about Avatar that can be viewed as kind of a tease where the Avatar games can go in the future. We've hardly seen anything from this game, so we're going to dive over to the official Avatar Twitter page. Now, it says this right here. In the Avatar sequels, you won't just return to Pandora, you'll explore new parts of the world. Check out these brand new concept art pieces for a sneak peek at what's to come. So these are brand new. Check this out right here. This is so beautiful. So this is the type of scenery we could potentially see, of course, in the future for the Avatar game franchise. But what's cool about the Avatar game franchise, apart from the movie stuff, is they are willing to explore areas you've never seen in Pandora. But look at these shots. This is absolutely breathtaking. I would love to see this stuff in the actual game itself in time. So there's potential for them to expand this game big time. Now, of course, Avatar 2 is going to be hyper-focused around the underwater exploration. They did tease a lot of this stuff recently on their Twitter. As you can see here, we're celebrating World's Ocean Day with some never-before-seen concept art from Avatar 2. Check this out right here. We have, of course, this underwater creature. And this could potentially, again, it's not confirmed for the game, but there's a lot of potential. This stuff, of course, would end up, no matter what, in an Avatar game by Ubisoft, I would imagine, since they're working so closely with James Cameron. And of course, James Cameron himself really loves Ubisoft massive. He is overwhelmingly impressed with this studio, and he says their attention to detail is what really made him choose this studio to make Avatar happen, you know, on next-gen consoles and, of course, PC. The biggest question, will we see, of course, you know, the tree of souls in Avatar, in the Avatar game? This is really interesting. We'll see what happens with this, of course, because there's that entire otherworldly experience in Avatar, in the Avatar universe. I feel like they kind of teased it in the trailer, but we'll see if they dive into that or not. We have no confirmation if that's going to be part of the experience in this game, but it's going to be interesting to see if you're a Na'vi that actually ends up training your Banshee, just like we saw in the first Avatar movie, or not. So, also, the Snowdrop engine has improved greatly over the years. What I find fascinating is they had a demonstration in the past few years showcasing weather systems, of course, and they showcased some of the destruction available to the Snowdrop engineers that can actually go in there and add some stuff to the game. Now, what's super impressive about Snowdrop, according to the actual creators of this engine, is how quickly they can create stuff. So that could mean that we could be seeing for Avatar a lot of post-launch content for this game. We'll see what happens with that. That has not been confirmed, but considering that they are so bold about the engine being so quick to create content, I would not be surprised if this game had a long-term strategy, considering also the films are going to be releasing back to back to back for like the next 5 years. I think they're starting to release films in 2022. They could be delayed because of the pandemic situation, but they're going to be releasing like 5 films for Avatar back to back to back. It's pretty much unheard of for this type of game. But yeah, and this franchise. But yeah, there's a lot of cool stuff going on with Avatar, both on the movie side of things and the gaming industry. It's cool to see that they're coming together. You know, a lot of movie-based games don't usually succeed, except for when we talk about Batman. And it's cool to me, once again, that they are willing to kind of tell a unique story here. And I think that alone is telling me how, you know, conscious Ubisoft Massive is about the gaming industry and what works. So that is really promising in my mind. So yeah, there it is, Avatar. It looks really impressive. I cannot wait to find out more about this one. Avatar Frontiers of Pandora, next gen only game. Stay tuned for more exclusive details and of course gameplay reveals and stuff like that right here on Open World Games. Hope you guys liked the video and enjoyed it, and I will see you all next time. Take care.